Ravi lived in a small village. He worked hard every day, tending to his fields and caring for his animals. He helped everyone in the village, whether it was fixing a broken fence or sharing his harvest. Ravi was kind and generous, but Ravi couldn't read. Despite this, he loved listening to stories told by the elders and children. He wished he could read them himself. He often watched the children reading books with a sense of longing in his eyes. He wanted to know the secrets in books. Ravi yearned for knowledge, to understand the words that held so much power and wisdom. Despite his illiteracy, Ravi was wise. He understood people and their needs. He knew the land like the back of his hand, predicting the weather and knowing the best times to plant and harvest. He had a good heart. People loved him for his kindness and wisdom. The villagers often sought his advice and cherished his company. Ravi knew something was missing. Despite the love and respect he received, he felt an emptiness inside. He wanted more from life. He dreamed of a future where he could read and write, where he could unlock the mysteries of the written word. He dreamed of a day he could read. Ravi imagined himself reading stories, learning new things, and sharing that knowledge with others. It was a dream that kept his spirit alive. One day, a teacher came to the village. He wanted to teach anyone willing to learn. People were hesitant, but not Ravi. Ravi saw hope in the teacher's eyes. He saw a chance to learn. He approached the teacher with humility and excitement. "I want to learn," Ravi said. The teacher smiled. He saw a spark in Ravi. Ravi was determined. He would learn to read. He would learn to write. This was his chance. This was his time. Learning was hard. Ravi struggled. The letters looked like strange symbols, but Ravi didn't give up. The teacher was patient. He encouraged Ravi. Slowly, the letters started to make sense. Ravi began to read. He learned new words every day. He practiced writing them in the sand. He read every book he could find. Ravi was proud. The teacher was proud too. He saw Ravi's dedication. He knew Ravi would do great things. Ravi was an inspiration. Section 4. A Village Amazed. In a small, picturesque village nestled among rolling hills and lush greenery, something extraordinary was happening. The villagers watched Ravi learn. They were amazed. They had never seen such dedication and passion for knowledge in their community before. They had never seen him so determined. His focus and commitment were inspiring, and it sparked a curiosity among the villagers. They started to see the power of learning. Conversations about books and education became more frequent, and the villagers began to realize the potential that knowledge held. Ravi read to the children. Under the shade of a large, ancient tree, he captivated their young minds with stories and lessons. He helped them write their names. The children, with wide eyes and eager hands, learned to form letters and words, a skill that would open new doors for them. He shared his knowledge with everyone. Adults and children alike gathered around him, eager to learn and grow. Ravi brought joy to learning. The sessions were filled with laughter and excitement, transforming the act of learning into a joyous occasion. The villagers realized that learning was not just for children, it was for everyone. The entire community began to embrace education, seeing it as a path to a brighter future. Ravi inspired them to learn too. His enthusiasm was contagious, and soon, many villagers were dedicating time to study and improve their skills. Ravi's journey was changing the village. It was bringing hope. It was bringing light. The village started to thrive, with new opportunities and a renewed sense of purpose. Ravi was a beacon of knowledge. His efforts illuminated the path to a better future, showing that with determination and a love for learning, anything was possible. Section 5. The Storm and the Savior. This is a tale of courage and quick thinking in the face of nature's fury. One day, a terrible storm hit the village. The river overflowed its banks, turning the once calm waters into a raging torrent. Homes were destroyed, and the villagers watched in horror as their lives were swept away by the floodwaters. People were scared, unsure of what to do next. They didn't know what to do. Panic spread through the village like wildfire. The villagers were paralyzed by fear, unable to think clearly or take action. Amidst the chaos, Ravi remembered reading about flood warnings in a book. He had always been an avid reader, and his knowledge now seemed like a beacon of hope. He had seen a notice in the city just a few days ago, warning about the possibility of heavy rains and flooding. The memory of that notice flashed in his mind. He knew help was coming. The emergency response teams would arrive soon, but they needed time. time that the villagers might not have if they didn't act quickly. He had to warn the village. Without hesitation, Ravi sprang into action, his heart pounding with urgency. Ravi ran through the storm, the rain lashing against his face and the wind howling in his ears. He pushed forward, determined to save his fellow villagers. He warned everyone to move to higher ground. His voice cut through the noise of the storm, and the villagers began to listen, their fear turning into action. He helped them carry their belongings, urging them to leave behind what they couldn't carry. He was fearless, his bravery inspiring others to do the same. Because of Ravi's warning, everyone reached safety. They were grateful, their hearts filled with relief and gratitude for the young man who had saved them. They realized that Ravi's literacy had saved them. His ability to read and understand the warnings had made all the difference. In that moment, they understood the true power of knowledge and the importance of being prepared. Section 6. Hope for the future. The storm passed. The village was in ruins, but the villagers had hope. They had Ravi. Ravi helped the village rebuild. He read instructions for building stronger homes. He wrote letters to ask for help. Ravi continued to learn. He became a teacher himself. He taught everyone in the village to read and write. The village flourished. They were prepared for the future. They were a community of learners, and it all started with Ravi.